For me, it's very important that I call myself transformer, but not purely performer, because as an artist, I'm looking for the things which can change. My name is Selma Selman. I was born and raised in Bihać in Bosnia. Currently, I'm based between Bosnia, Amsterdam, and New York. To become an artist, I had to fight for my place in the world. But the truth is that the environment that I grew up in, I had to kind of invent myself. It's actually the hardest task when you belong to the other, when you have to face discrimination every day, when you are a woman, where you have to fight the patriarchy. I started to work with metal just because I also worked with my father in the scrapyard. Collecting scrap metal, especially at Balkans, is perceived as the least valuable job that you can do. Especially Roma people are doing this kind of job. So I know the suffering, but I know the value of it. I know that it became a survival from my family and me. But I was thinking, how do I really transform it and create another value? That's when I started to learn more about the conceptual art and performance art. My entire family, we're like a group of performance artists. We started to collaborate, and my father and my brother and other cousins supporting me and my work is also feminism. Platinum X. This is the object that I did working together with my family when we had a performance. We had 7 cars from which we extracted catalyzed converter, and from this black dust we managed to extract 33 grams of platinum in order to make this sculpture an X, which in a sense represents my resistance. The next thing that you see is the golden nail, 24 karat gold. The process of my work is the most important. Finding the ways, how do you do something which is impossible, and how do you find values and beauty in the things which are supposed to be trash and not visible. The title of the show is Flowers of Life. The first thing that you actually experience is the smell, which is called the most dangerous woman. This is the smell which smells on gas. It's not very comfortable smell, but for me it was very important provocative work. When I saw these flowers, when my father was performing with them first, I saw these works as flowers of life. One very important and common thing here is that I'm questioning the life itself. When you think of these machines, they're actually grapples that you use in order to collect the metal parts, garbage basically. When you turn them upside down, then you get a flower. For me, it was very important that I transform the machines. Basically, the contrast between the real flower and these flowers is actually very beautiful, but the common thing between them that they're all kind of fragile and that they're trying to protect themselves, but they're also trying to kind of attack in a way. So you see these flowers, but they also see you because they have eyes. They become kind of alive, hybrid sculptures. Every eye is actually a portrait in itself, and it's kind of telling you everything.
They continuously lie that patriarchy is over, and that from now on I can breathe the fresh air which we all share.
Crossing the Blue Bridge, the reason why I wanted to do this film, the war in Bosnia started in 1992, so I don't remember many things. But when my mom and when my sister told me the story of this one day when my mom and my sister crossed the bridge, during that same day there was a bomb which dropped on the bridge. There was like so many dead people and dogs. And then my mom, as everyone, decides to walk the bridge in order to go home. The similar things are happening in the film.
Taj biskutno piripe, sasi biskutno. Trčala je, a ipak nikad nije završila prelazak mosta. Skakala je, vikala, gledala lijevo I desno, a jedino što je pokušavalo pomoći bio je vjetar.
Crossing the Blue Bridge is a film which is site-specific, so it was shot, recorded at the same bridge where this scene happened. I saw the film as a monument to all these women who went through such a hard times in their life. And I was so much interested, how do you turn trauma and pain into resistance? So this is the film about which bridges do we all cross and how do we cross it. And the last part is called superpositional intersectionalism. Superposition, which is coming from the quantum physics theory, which is basically describing that quantum atoms exist everywhere and moving everywhere at the same time. So it's past, present, future, which is very beautiful actually when you connect it with yourself, but also with the world. But mostly when I think about my position, where I came from and where I am now, I think that I am superpositionally a part of many identities, that I'm not only a Roma woman, or I'm not only American, or I'm not only Bosnian. I think we are all bubbles of many identities, and that's why I'm creating these drawings which are never one body. Maybe they're half bodies, but they're gonna always reborn into something else. I'm not sending messages with my work. I'm here just to communicate with people, and I think art itself should be a tool for communication, but not pure statements and the beauty. When you come to see my show, I want people to feel all of that.
You have no idea. You have no idea.
In a way, the show is sad and fragile, but just because it's sad and fragile, it makes it strong.